It's been a while. I'm recording out here with my windows open, so there's plenty of background noise. Nice and professional. So, yeah, I ain't recorded anything in a good hot minute since I did those RimWorld recordings after having talked about them for quite a while. And, in all honesty, those were on some level disasters. And probably shouldn't have done them. Probably should have deleted them. But, put it up for posterity's sake anyways. I am still planning to do the Dead Rising 1 no zombie kill challenge run kind of thing. There's not a pretty way to title that, I don't think. I'm still planning on doing that. However, there have been some changes to the way I'm planning on doing it that will make scheduling it a bit harder, but I do still intend to do it. However, the big thing is Total War Warhammer 3's Immortal Empires update is coming out within a week. And there's already been loads of YouTubers talking about it with the big YouTuber early access stuff. And so I've been kind of silent for a couple weeks, partly just keeping an eye on that. However, I am, of course, going to, at some point, resume making Total War Warhammer content because I absolutely adore these games. And for Immortal Empires' launch, I guess I should go ahead and say what my plans are, which the immediate plans are to just play the game. Not even recording it. Just play the game, get a feel for it, enjoy myself, just spend some time in it, yet again. My first playthrough being Lewin Leoncoeur of Bretonnia, because I am nothing if not a creature of habit, and he's easily my favorite legendary lord. As for the future beyond that, it is safe to say that I probably won't be doing any solo LPs for a good while. I don't think I'm quite so good at it. I take too much time to think about what I'm doing in the game. I should probably think out loud more often for that, honestly. And honestly, I think I do that. I think I do that enough in regular commentary anyways, but evidently I don't do it enough. I will still do LPs of varying varieties for multiplayer, not multiplayer, multi-commentator, I guess. God, there's terminology here. Multi-person commentaries, there you go. Stuff with Mike or Soon or Pink or Addy, whoever. Because it's a lot easier to commentate that way, and it's a lot more enjoyable. I do intend to make more videos along the lines of the formation video, the gunpowder formation video, that wound up being a big success, at least for me, which is a relative scale, and, I'm like an ant on that scale. But I did get a kick out of making it, and I think there might be a bit of a niche there. The Total War YouTube community, I'm not an expert on it, but it seems generally to be divided between multiplayer guys and single-player cheese guys. Your Legend of Total Wars and the like. And I don't play multiplayer very much because I don't know the meta, and I'm not that good at making on-the-fly decisions in that way. And there are certain things you have to learn, certain ways you have to play the multiplayer I'm just not so huge on. And for the single-player cheese guys, you're welcome to play the game that way if you want to, and there's a lot of people who get a kick out of that, but not for me. I hate to ever use the word immersion because I think it's an overused word, but for me, when I play Total War Warhammer, I like to play it, I guess, immersively or lorefully, and cheesing breaks that for me. And I just think it's a lot more fun, and it kind of teases my creativity and my imagination a bit more to try and play how I would think is legit and lorefully, and messing around with formations and stuff like I put out in that video. So probably more videos along those lines, just playing around with single-player formations that probably won't work for multiplayer and definitely won't work for cheese. Well, that's not true, actually. They do use the checkerboard formation for cheese, don't they? Anyways, I want to do that. I want to at least try more edited, more professional, well, professional is a big word, more high-quality edited content. I don't have the skills in me at the moment. I may not ever have the skills in me, but it will be at least probably worth it to give it a shot, to experiment, to learn. So that may be something to look at. Of course, if it turns out I don't have the necessary skills, then you'll never see anything about it, in which case I guess you'll know what happened. And the one remaining thing that I absolutely want to do for Total War Warhammer, especially once the assembly kit is released to the modders, is make more videos talking about the variety of high quality mods that are out for the Total War Warhammer series, because they are just fantastic. It is a fantastic modding community, and it doesn't get enough love. And I know why it doesn't get enough love, because, again, most of the Total War community is either concerned with multiplayer, where mods don't really fit in, because most of them aren't going to be that well balanced necessarily, and at the end of the day, the Total War multiplayer community is going to want to be able to play with the most people possible, which means generally everybody playing on vanilla. And the single-player cheese guys have no interest in mods, because, I mean, if you're going to cheat and you have access to mods, you could pretty well just make it where you could win from turn one. It'd be pointless, I guess. The point is to break the vanilla game, I suppose. But I would love to put a lot more focus on that if I can. Assuming that I succeed, of course. And with that, I suppose, yeah, that's about the extent of the stuff I'm at least for now thinking for Total War Warhammer. And it won't be too terribly soon, unless I get struck with, just a lightning bolt of inspiration there in the moment while I'm playing. And I'm just like, oh, I need to make a video on what I'm doing right now. This would be great. But I definitely intend to get back to making more stuff about Total War Warhammer. And I'm excited. Well, of course, I'm incredibly excited for Immortal Empires. I'm unhealthily obsessed with this game. That's not a word, unhealthily. I am obsessed with this game to an unhealthy degree. That's words, English. Yeah. And I'm excited to get to work on that kind of stuff. That's a big part of what I want to do with this channel, is just express how much I love the Total War games and the modding community and all these wonderful things about it. And if I can get more people into these games and into trying these mods, then that's just great. That's what I want to do. And with that said, I suppose I will see you guys whenever I see you. Later. Gotta hit the stop recording button.